Good morning, everyone. It's Michelle here with Technique Tuesday on, I don't know, whatever day it is. Anyway, today I'm going to be showcasing the live camera view on the multi-needle machine. And the live camera view is different than either using the snowman or using the scan feature. The live camera view allows you to position in real time and see magnification of what's below your needle. So to zoom in a little bit here, I am doing some quilting here, and this is an OESD design. It's a fun little pack that has lots of little quilting designs. This one's only about 8 inches wide. But I want to make it like edge to edge, so I need to connect it. And where I need to connect it is right here. That's where I need the needle to drop, right where it finished before. So I am going to go ahead and pause for just a moment and scoot over to the front of the machine so that we can see live camera view. Hold on. So here on the screen is my embroidery design. And you can see that my match point is going to be right here. That little drop point right there, that's where I need to match with the previous. So right now it's just in the middle of my screen. So I'm not going to go to the snowman, and I'm not going to go to the scan feature. I'm going to come over here where you see the machine with the magnifying glass, and that's where I'm going to touch. And that opens live camera view below. And you can see that I can see the edge of the design that's on my screen, and I can see the finishing point of where I need to match. Now, I can also magnify that further by selecting the magnifying glass, and I get a really big screen that opens up. And I have corners that I can use to check. I've already set it to go to the left corner because that's where my match point is. If your match point was on the right side, you could set it to the right side. But right now for me, my match point is on the left. So I'm going to use the arrow keys to move my design close to the previous design. And when I get really close to it, I'm going to slow my speed of movement down. So on the move key, you have 3 different speeds. You have slow, which is like 1 stitch jog at a time, the double, which is like 2 stitches, and then the 3, which is like zoom really fast. So I'm going to select the 2 for now so that I can actually fine tune that. You can hear it kind of. All right. And you'll notice that I'm slightly over. It's like a little cross there. And here's why. I'm working with a quilt sandwich. So there's thickness there. So I know from using this program a lot that when I have thickness, it's going to need to be moved just a little bit. So if it doesn't match up, I'm going to come back to the screen, but I think we're going to be okay. So once I'm done, I can select OK, and then I can select embroidery. I'm going to go ahead and select my color of thread, which in this case is number 4, and then OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the plus/minus key and move it 1 stitch. And that's going to kind of put my needle at the drop point you can see on the screen here, but also I can see it below. So I'm going to pause and we're going to look at the hoop. So again, here's my drop point right here. And I left the knot, the tie-off knot in this so that you could see the match when we get done. If I were normally quilting this, I would stop a couple stitches before the end. And that way the machine wouldn't knot off. On the multi-needle machines, you don't have the option to turn the cuts off at the beginning or the end. I'm going to reach under and I'm going to pull my thread from the needle that has the green thread because I want to pull my bobbin thread up. I have moved ahead 1 stitch, and I want to go ahead and select go, and then I'm going to let the needle drop once. And I'm going to pause for a moment and see if I can zoom in. So I just want to give you a really close-up view of that drop point and how it is actually perfectly placed. Again, I have batting and backing in here, so I know that I need to move it a couple of stitches over where I think the exact placement will be. So at this point, I'm going to pull up my bobbin thread and start stitching. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, here we go. I am going to press go. And look at that perfect drop. So I left the knot in there from the very first stitch out so that you could see the match, and here's my match point right there. So that is the advantage of using live camera view. Live camera view is available on the PR 1050X, the new PR 1055, the Valiant, and the new Venture machines. The previous models of 10 or 6 needle machines did not have live camera view.